In this video lecture, we will learn about types of gear teeth profile. In gear terminology, we already had a discussion regarding profile of a gear tooth. It is basically a curve formed by face and flank of a gear tooth. Please look at this picture. This one is the face of the tooth and this one is the flank of the tooth. And together they form a curve, and that curve is profile of the tooth. There are three different types of gear tooth profiles: cycloidal, involute and conjugate. Let's talk about cycloidal gear tooth profile first. We know cycloid is a curve traced by point on the circumference of a circle which rolls without slipping. So if you consider a disc rolling on a flat surface like this, then this curve will be a cycloidal curve. Similarly, if the same disc is rolling on the other side of the flat surface like this, then it will generate one more cycloidal curve. Similarly, we can consider two more discs rolling on the other side of the flat surface to generate cycloidal curve like this. Now, instead of rolling on a flat surface, if the disc rolls on the outer side of a curved surface, it generates a epicycloid. And if it rolls on the inner surface of a curved surface, it generates a hypocycloid. Look at this picture. This one is the addendum circle, this one is the peach circle, and this one is the dedendum circle. Now if this disc rolls in clockwise direction on the outer surface of the peach circle, it will generate epicycloid. And similarly, if this disc rolls on the inner surface of the peach circle again in clockwise direction, it will generate hypocycloid. And together these EP and hypocycloid forms a cycloidal tooth profile. Let's move on to the another type, that is conjugate tooth profile. In a conjugate tooth profile, profile of one gear is selected arbitrarily and the profile of the other gear is selected in such a way that both satisfies the law of gearing. Consider one gear and its tooth like this, turning about this point, and the other one about this point. Profile of this gear will be selected randomly and the profile of the other one will be chosen in such a way that both will satisfy the law of gearing, which states that in order to have constant angular velocity ratio, common normal drawn at the point of contact must always pass through the pitch point. So this one is the pitch circle for this gear, this one is the pitch circle for this gear, this one is the pitch point, this one is the point of contact, this one is the common tangent, and this one is the common normal drawn at the point of contact. So the common normal drawn at the point of contact is passing through the pitch point, and thus both are satisfying the law of gearing, and hence one become the conjugate to the other one. Now let's talk about most commonly used gear teeth profile, which is involute. We know involute is a curve traced by a point on a piece of a taut string, as the string is either unwrapped or wrapped around the curve. Check this animation. The string is wrapped around the small disc, and as we unwrap the string, it traces an involute. Let's understand how to construct involute teeth profile with the help of a simple problem. Here is the statement of the problem. We have to construct involute teeth profile for a gear with 30 teeth, module 15 mm and pressure angle equal to 20 degrees. Let's do some calculations first. We know module is ratio of pitch circle diameter and number of teeth. So pitch circle diameter will be product of module and number of teeth. So PCD will be equal to M into Z. M is 15, Z is 30. So pitch circle diameter will be equal to 450. We are going to assume addendum equal to module and dedendum also equal to module. So addendum circle diameter, that is ACD, will be equal to PCD plus 2 times the addendum. Since addendum is equal to module, the same formula will be written as ACD equal to PCD plus 2 times module, and the value will be 480. Similarly, dedendum circle diameter, that is DCD, will be equal to PCD minus 2 times dedendum, and once again, since dedendum is equal to module, DCD will be equal to PCD minus 2 times module, and the value will be equal to 420 mm. Angle on PCD between tooth thickness and tooth space will be equal to 360 degrees divided by Z, that is number of teeth. Since we are having 30 teeth, this value will be equal to 12 degrees. Well, this angle will be corresponding to tooth thickness and tooth space. So angle on PCD exclusively for tooth thickness will be half of this one, and it will be equal to 6 degrees. Let's construct involute teeth profile now. Draw vertical and horizontal axis of rotation of gear like this. With dimensions from earlier calculations, let's draw PCD, ACD and DCD like this. Now the point where vertical axis cuts the pitch circle is a pitch point. At pitch point, draw perpendicular to vertical axis like this. This is common tangent at the pitch point. Now let's draw a line at an angle equal to pressure angle like this, and this one is the common normal at the point of contact. With same pressure angle, draw an inclined line to the vertical axis like this. Intersection of this line and the common normal will give us point M. This point is the point of tangency. The same has been discussed in video on law of gearing. Now with O at center and OM as radius, draw a circle like this. This is the base circle, and involute will be generated on the base circle. To generate involute teeth profile, consider part of the base circle like this. Divide this in any number of equal parts. Here I have divided it in 6 parts. Number these parts like this. Passing through each point, draw perpendiculars like this. This line is perpendicular to 6O. This line is perpendicular to 5O likewise. Now 7 is a starting point of the involute. Take distance 6, 7 in compass and cut perpendicular to the line 6O like this to get point A. Now double the distance in compass and cut the perpendicular to line 5O like this to get point B. Now take 3 times distance of 6, 7 in compass and cut the perpendicular line 4O like this to get point C. Repeat the procedure to get points D, E and F. Draw a smooth curve passing through points 7, A, B, C, D and F. Make sure this curve crosses over the addendum circle. This one is the involute profile. Please refer this figure for detailing. Now take a piece of tracing paper and trace involute curve along with part of the base circle like this. Now mark tooth thickness on the pitch circle, which is 3 degrees on the either side of the pitch point, since tooth thickness is corresponding to 6 degrees. Align the base circle on the tracing paper with the base circle here and trace the involute on the paper like this. Turn around the tracing paper and repeat the procedure to get the other side of the involute curve like this. Do not forget to trace the involute curve from base circle to the addendum circle only. Do not extend it to the dedendum circle. Now join the profile to the center of the rotation and connect the profile to the root through small fillet radius on the either side like this. Means we have to connect the profile to the dedendum circle with the help of a small fillet radius. Finally, darken the addendum circle at the top to complete the tooth like this. Repeat this procedure to draw one more tooth like this, and this will complete our involute teeth construction.